Welcome back. I'm Annie Gardner, and it's day 2 of the Rolex Big Boat Series. Last night's Rolex party was a huge hit among the racers, especially some of those that had to go on really long courses. The wind conditions today? Well, let's go ask one of the experts.
I'm Peter Reggio, and I'm running Treasure Island Circle. We're delayed for at least an hour. We've got a northeasterly that's marginal, and we know that the westerly will eventually fill in here. The valley's heating up, and it'll start drawing the westerly in. It's already flat water under the bridge, so we know that things are starting to develop. And the volunteers are absolute gold. I mean, they're the ones that make it work, and we can be Mother Teresa on the committee boat, and if the volunteers don't do what they got to do, we turn into the devil. So they're the ones that make it work, not us. We're just the enablers.
They've just taken down the postponement flag. Some people call it the cat in the hat flag. The wind's starting to build, but it could be a little while.
And then one of the things that we've done by sailing in the bay as long as we have is the shifting gears. So down underneath Alcatraz, it's a little lighter airs, a little shifty, and then when you get up into the slot, it starts to pick up breeze. That's the key, shift the gears, and who does it the best is probably going to be in the lead.
With the first race on day number 2, Orion is called over early. OCS spinning around the pin now. Rocket 88 rocking towards the right. Class A and Class B of the IRC classes both starting at the same time. We've got 5 seconds to go. There will be an OCS on the windward side. Beacom to leeward of Vesper, a match race going on, but not so easy to tack away this time. There are boats to windward of them. And the HPR class right now getting ready to start with about 13 seconds to go. They're all jumping over the line too soon, but Taekwai, great start down here to leeward, lots of room, and it looks like it might be a general recall. Single recall. Half the fleet having to go back. Once again, Vesper and Beacom having 2 completely different ideas of which way to go up this beat. Vesper hanging towards Angel Island, now going back towards the middle of the bay. Beacom just sliding along the right side of Alcatraz. Both boats, again, going completely different ways, and when they cross, we're going to catch that. And here comes the first cross, and it's Beacom in head by 2 boat lengths of Vesper. And Vesper trying to engage Beacom in a tacking duel. They think they're going to win that war. Hiking hard on Bridge Runner, the SL33, leader of the pack.
So the SL33 was used by Team New Zealand to develop their foiling technique and also practice for the crew. My boat is not really foiling, it has the C-shaped board, so it can give some lift, and we actually went through the finish line yesterday fully foiling, but that was not really very controlled. 2 of the crew are from the American Youth Sailing Force, so they sailed on the 45s, and the rest is regular crew that I usually sail with.
On the last meeting, Vesper was ahead on starboard. Beacom tack to leeward. Vesper is starting to roll him. 3-time Congressional Cup winner Gavin Brady on board Vesper, definitely showing why he's won that race so many times. The match racing moves are paying off in spades. Only 1 boat length behind him. Beacom making the charge. And in an IRC B, Swiftsure 2, rounding the top mark in first place. It's Orion with 2 hulls out of the water, almost to the ley line for the top mark second time in class multi-hull. So the race committee did change their mind and make it a general recall. And here's Tay Kwai, first place, going towards the windward mark.
The boat name, Tai Kwai, that means too fast in Mandarin Chinese. And we've had that boat, it's a Reichel Pew 44, and we've had it for the past 2 years now. We're a little faster than our competition upwind, so we were sailing kind of in clear air the whole time. And those guys are super fast downwind, so that's when we get scared, is when we turn downwind.
And in second place right now, it's the McConaughey 38 Whiplash, heading towards the windward mark behind Tay Kwai. Rock and roll on the far 400 on starboard. Looks like it's going to be pretty close between them and the Whiplash. Rock and roll ahead of the McConaughey 38. And going towards the top mark, it's Gradient V ahead of Bridge Runner. Gradient V yesterday with a reef in her main has shaken it out. It looks like they've got much better speed. And rounding the leeward mark, it's St. Francis Yacht Club Commodore Casino's boat, EOS. J70 class, some boats better takedowns than others. The wind picked up, and the McConaughey 38 is rolling over the top of these J125. Gavin Brady told us yesterday they were going to get him into a tacking duel because they knew they could spank him hard, and it sure is showing up that way. Everyone hiking really hard on Vesper, up to the top mark for the last time. Beacom about 20 boat lengths behind. And in the Melges 24 class, it's Blue Moon again in first place, but tight racing. Blue Moon with a beautiful set. Look at them get on their plane so fast, and the Irish team right behind them. Super tight fleet. Boats coming in from port, that's full throttle. Some definite crash tagging going on here. Japan with a little bit of trouble on that spinnaker hoist. And it's Blue Moon and another Swiss team right behind them, charging downwind. Blue Moon showing their winning style, coming around the bottom mark now. Vesper class racing in this one design fleet of Melges 24s. Here's Swiftshore and IRC B jibing for the finish line. And it's Tay Kwai smoking across the finish line. When it comes to the seas, heavy metal always wins. In the J105 class, it's Scooter Simmons Blackhawk showing great consistency with maybe another first place. And in the J105 class, first to finish in race number 3, Blackhawk. So after a long delay waiting for wind, it was 2 races completing today with winds about 10 to 20 knots, a perfect day. Tonight, the Mount Gay cocktail party at the St. Francis Yacht Club. For the Rolex Big Boat Series, I'm Annie Gardner.